Hi everyone, so today we're going to go over the course structure and template for Dominican online courses. About 2 years ago, we decided to, or this is actually before my time, Dominican decided to create a standardized template for all courses in the Dominican College Online program for several reasons. One was to support the DC brand identity, which may be less apparent to online students since they're not on campus. Also to support students in navigating through different courses by providing a standard interface and design. And the third reason was to maintain consistency across courses in terms of quality and amount of content and multimedia elements, which vary pretty dramatically from course to course. So I'm just going to show you, this is the template that I have copied into your course if you're teaching in the DC Online program. Um, and if you have any problems with it, let me know. It should be in your course shell at this point, though. So it's got a lot of blank spots, you'll notice, where your teaching statement is supposed to be, a course description. It's just placeholder text right now. But for the purposes of this demo, I'm going to show you it on my course that you're taking right now, so you can see what the different parts are when they're populated with content. So the first thing is the left navigation. We've got this standard set of um, features or places on the left side, including the home, where most of your content will live, announcements where you can create an announcement and you can select a checkbox and it will be sent to all your students right away. The syllabus, where we'll put your syllabus, also calling out learning objectives for the course, as well as important dates. The independent component, the description of that project that your class will be doing for their independent component, if you're doing that. And if you're not doing that, we can just remove that from your left navigation. The My Grades, well, this is actually for the student view, so it would show them their grades, but down here you would go to the grade center to see all the grades that your students are getting, which is that with any kind of grading information. Then there's the tools and help. And let's start with the home page. So where we land, that's the opening page. The first element you'll see is the DC Online banner. This is standard and we use it in most of the courses. If you would like to have a banner that's specific to your course, we can do that too. But if you could just make sure that it's sort of the same width and height, that'd be great. That's what we want. So that it doesn't got too small, but then also it doesn't take up too much information. When you first get your template too, the title will not be there of your course. It'll just have some placeholder text, so you'll have to put that in. The next place is the welcome from the teachers. That's where your bio and teaching statement will go. You can upload that there along with a picture of you, a little, just, I guess it's about 60 by 60 pixels. I'm not sure, but anyway, I can help you with that if you want to resize it. But it's nice to have a picture just to give students some idea of who you are. Then comes the course description. We've worked on that earlier in the course, and I've also included the learning objectives here, mostly because I didn't really use the syllabus page, but you can either include them here or on the syllabus page. Now the next two sections, online learning and navigating the course and student resources, are standard parts of the template that we don't want to be changed. Actually, they can be changed, they just can be taken out. So when we click on online learning and navigating the course, students get some information about just what I've been talking about, the navigation, where they could get some help, and then how to succeed in an online course, and the advantages and pitfalls. Just a little bit of information about how they can stay on task and keep going and do well in the course. I'll put that. Well, if you have anything to add about online learning or navigating a course, any kind of topic that falls within that kind of umbrella, please feel free to add it there if you wanted to mention anything in those topics. The next section is student resources, and there are links to all the places that students can get help, including the Career Center, the library, the Academic Success Center, Office of Special Services, and the bookstore. Where they can get help, where they can get resources. Again, we'd like to keep them all there so that they know they can easily access all of those resources. But if you would like to add something else, if there's some other library or database that you'd like them to be aware of or use, please feel free to put in a link there, or anything else that would support students through your course. Now the next step, the next part are the sessions, and this is where the majority of the learning content goes. So I'm going to click on session 1. And under session 1, that's where I have my week 1. Week 1. This is where I have week 1. I'm sorry, just because there's just 1 week for this one, so we go right to week 1. The first thing is just a little bit of an overview of what's going to happen this week in terms of activities and learning objectives. Then there's the reading. I attached it as a PDF here, and as you know, you just click on it to download it. Then come the video and presentations, or you could say videos and lectures, which are any kind of videos that you've sourced or you've made, and then the lectures or presentations are considered the narrated PowerPoints that you created, so you can upload those as well. This is sort of non-standard with the week 1 infographic. I just had that because that made sense for week 1. And this is where, while the videos, presentations, and readings are pretty standard for every week, along with the discussion, you can add other resources, any other kind of supplemental resources. If you're doing games or graphics or anything like that, you can add them in as an element, as an item. So you've already seen that. You just click on it and it shows the graphic. And then the discussions. Each week generally has a discussion. When you click on the discussion, it takes you to the discussion board, and you can see all the discussions for that week and for all the weeks actually. But then students will know where to go. That's how it's linked up. So you would upload it there. So that is all of the weeks. I just want to show you one other thing. That's what all the weeks usually have. As you know, some of the weeks have more than 1 week. I'm sorry, some of the sessions have more than 1 week. And in that case, I combine them into content folders for each week, meaning that week 2's got its own content folder, week 3 does too, etc., etc. Now, if you don't have as much content as I have, or it's more in attachments, etc., then you can just skip this in between page and just have the week 2 content followed by week 3 followed by week 4 right there on that page. But I felt like that would be too much. We'd be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and make it a little confusing. We might actually miss something, so I broke it into these 3 individual weeks. So that is it for the homepage. Just going to go quick show you announcements. This is where all the announcements that I've been sending out that you've been getting live. And if I wanted to create an announcement, I would just turn the editing mode on, create an announcement with a subject, title, and then I would make sure to send a copy to you all immediately. The next thing on the left nav is the syllabus. And this is where you would upload your downloadable syllabus, meaning that if you have it in Word or PDF, you would attach it to this item. The course learning objectives, you can put sort of a little description of the course and what students are going to learn. Important dates, you can pull those out. Just as a note, these 2 are optional. If you don't want to use them, you can hide them or delete them. It just sometimes it makes it a little bit easier for students to be able to pull them out. The one thing you can't delete at all is this Title IX New York State Education Law note. This has just been put in this fall, but it's imperative that it stays for legal reasons and that it be separate from the rest of the syllabus. I'm not exactly sure why, I just know that it has to be. And as you know, in your syllabus, you probably have other compliance messages for colleges honor cheating policy or non-cheating policy, and as well as the ADA statement. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is the independent component. I'm actually going to turn it. So this is just where you would put your independent component. You can either, this is just a sample, as it says here, you can either just cut and paste whatever you come up with for your project and put it here, or you could, if it's longer or you just want to have it as a handout, you can attach it as a downloadable handout here, much the same way you did with the syllabus. So then other than that, you've got the grades, tools, and help. I think you already know about those, and there's really nothing to upload there. So that is what we're going to be doing this week, putting all that content into the template. Again, it should be in your course shell at this point. If it's not, please do give me a call or email, and I'll make sure it is. Thanks so much.